So I'm here with Shay Winn. You've seen her on American Idol, and now is your time to meet her right here on the Andrew Burnett Show. Shay, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing great, doing great. So tell us a little bit about where your start in music came from.
So my start in music came from the one I can remember is I watched Anita Baker on the Apollo, and from that moment on, I knew I wanted to do what she's doing, like sing. And it started there, and I started performing little places around the city, trying to get break out of my shyness, because I started singing in private school, and then once I got to public school, I wasn't allowed to hide in the back anymore. So I had to actually start singing because I was in choir and the specialty center and all that stuff.
That's amazing. So, who were some of your earliest influences in music that really inspired you to help you be who you are today?
I would say Anita Baker, Whitney Houston, definitely did like Michael Jackson, was a big fan of Michael. Um, Etta James, Lauryn Hill, a lot of older artists. It was a lot of them that inspired it.
So take us back to the day in 2017 when you found out that you had this unexpected brain tumor and you lost your vision. Tell us a little bit about that.
So the day that I found out about my brain tumor, I had just come from, well, it was the day after I actually ended up going to the hospital. But I was at school, it was a Friday, and I had this massive headache. And my headache, I was sitting there and I was like, oh my goodness, this is killing me because I'm not a headache person. So my friends are like, Shayla, are you okay? Because you look pale. And I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Because I told my mom, I was like, hey mom, things are starting to get a little blurry and, I don't know what's going on. Maybe I need glasses. We should go get checked. So I had an eye appointment later that day. And when I went, she had told me, both of your nerves are swollen, which means it's a brain issue. And I'm like, okay, what does that mean? Um, she said, well, it means you need to go to the ER like now. And I'm like, oh, okay. So me and my mom drove to the ER. When we got there, we had sit there for like 5 hours because, ER is on a weekend. So we sat there and they were doing different eye tests and nobody was really saying anything about what was going on. So I really had no clue until one doctor was like, we're going to try to save you from going blind. And I was like, huh? I'm going blind. What do you mean? Um, so then they were like, we can't figure out, we're trying to figure out what's causing you to have this papilledema, which is swelling of the optic nerves. So I'm like, all right. They sent me this CAT scans, and then I finally went to my MRI, and that's when they found that I had an epidermoid cyst, which is skin tissue in the wrong place.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So, was there a song that really just stuck with you during this trial that you was going through that you really just held on to, or was there a particular artist that you could listen to that would uplift you during this time?
During this time, I had actually gotten the lead role in my school's play for the fall, and I was literally trying to learn my lines because I had started learning the songs. So I listened to those songs on repeat, trying to get them to be able to memorize in my head. So one of the songs I listened to, I know, or kept singing repeatedly was in the hospital. It's called Dance of the Robe, and it's from the show Aida, because that's the show we were doing at my school. Another day, I remember when I had post-surgery, to make me smile, my dad was playing Anita Baker because I know a lot of her songs. So he was just playing those. And I was sitting in the bed smiling because I couldn't, leave my bed.
Wow. So, you recently had the experience to share the platform on American Idol. Tell us a little bit about what that experience was like for you.
American Idol was a fun experience. I enjoyed it because I got to meet some amazing people, my castmates or other contestants, and I thoroughly enjoyed meeting them and having people, accept me for who I was. Because not only was I blind, but I was also the baby of the adult group. Um, so, because I had literally just turned 18 on the show. So I was in the adult group just in Hollywood Week and the rest of the show. So they took me in and they like took me under their wing, which is very, very great. The judges were very, very nice. And the whole experience was like once in a lifetime thing. And I'm glad I got to take it.
So, what was the most memorable experience for you during your time on Idol?
I have a lot. One of my most memorables is my performance in Hawaii because of like everything that happened with the scenery, because the wind picking up my dress and having the haku on my head. It was so beautiful to me. And it was so nice to see people in the audience with their cameras and having people come up to you after the show. But also when I sang at the finale with Andre Day, those two are like my top two favorites, because when I came back at the finale, Andre Day was like the sweetest lady I've ever met. So it was really nice to actually talk to her and sing with her.
Wow. So, what inspired you to audition for American Idol?
So I had watched American Idol since I was a little girl. I had seen the other seasons and I had always thought about it and was like, okay, maybe if it ever came here, maybe I'd try it, but not really. I was really nervous and really shy back then. But when I went to Antigua, I saw my granddad, my great grandfather actually, and he was like, one day I'm going to see you on American Idol. Now, he didn't make it to see it because he died my sophomore year in high school. But then I was like, okay, so I feel like now I have to do this, because if I actually make it, then his wish came true. So, because I didn't even know I was going to make it. So I was like, let me just try and see what happens. And he was right.
So, what was your audition song that you chose?
My audition song was Rise Up. I sang Rise Up by Andre Day.
And that is that a song that has always stuck with you, that has really helped you through some times, or why did you pick that song?
It did help me through some times. It's also my mom's favorite song because my mom is also a cancer survivor. So she just really, really loves that song. And I liked it. I liked singing it and I could sing it. So I was like, let me just try it. I never quite understood the impact that my voice did have. Because I did have people, sometimes come up to me and be like, oh, you had me crying when you were singing it. But I never really quite like grasped that until American Idol, because then I had people from literally all over the world telling me their stories and telling me that they were crying to me singing that song. I never knew the power behind that song.
Wow. So during your time on American Idol, was there a celebrity mentor that really poured into you, that really sticks out, or a word of advice that they gave you that has really helped you throughout your time singing?
The one thing I know I can remember was Lionel Richie when he said, "Don't eat tomatoes before you sing," and that stuck with me. And I use it every time. I don't eat anything with tomatoes in it before I sing, because I'm afraid that it's gonna do something to my voice.
Wow, now that could be a funny story and a memorable moment both at the same time.
Yeah.
Now the funny thing about that would be, why did Lionel Richie say that? That could make a funny story right there.
That would be a question you gotta ask him. I don't know. He didn't explain it. He just said, "Don't do it." And I was like, okay, well, not gonna do that because I don't want to find out why.
So what about a funny moment for you while you were on Idol? Was it, I'm sure there were plenty, but share one that sticks out to you the most.
The funniest moment that I can remember was me. It's a little embarrassing because I had a lot of funny moments because I cracked the producers up. But one moment in particular that came to my mind when you first asked me that question was when I was backstage with Anja Day. And it was right before we were going to walk on the stage to sing the song. And I was like, because I get really, really nervous before I have to perform. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to pee on myself. Then I was like, oh crud, did I say that in front of Anja Day? Oh gosh. She was like, it's okay. if you pee on yourself, I'll pee on myself to distract because I have a blue suit on and everybody will see mine first. You have on black, you're fine. I was like, okay, I'm gonna try not to pee on myself.
Wow. Wow. What a funny story. So, when you go out to perform and the average fan comes to see you, is there one song that is requested every time you sing?
For the most part, the one song is Rise Up. I will be honest. The song that I get asked to sing the most is Rise Up.
So that would be your signature song then.
Yes, I would say so, yes.
So what's coming up for Shay Winn?
On June 1st, my second single drops. It's called Crazy, and I'm really excited about that one because I really, really like this one. And it also has a music video with it. And then we're working on some more things coming out. Like I have a African collab coming out sometime this summer, and I have other songs in the works waiting.
Wow, Shay, it has been a complete honor having you on our program. We appreciate you so much and what you do. Keep on doing what you do, and you're welcome back anytime.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you guys having me.
Well, to close out, tell our viewers and listeners how they can find out more about you.
So you guys can find out more about me on my social media. Follow me on Instagram at Shay Winn. That's ShayyWinn. And on Facebook at Shay the Singer. ShayyTheSinger.
Well, thank you so much, Shay. You have a good day now.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.